Okay, here is a real life look at the break glass application, how it looks and operates in real life. Here we have two mobile devices. These are both iPhones. This is the iPhone 5S. This is the iPhone 6. And both devices already have the break glass mobile application installed on there. And they belong to two different people. This phone belongs to a person who was walking down the street and he slips on a banana peel. And when he slips, he hits his head and he gets knocked unconscious. And this mobile device belongs to a doctor who just happened to be nearby and witnessed the whole incident. He saw the person fall and it comes over to help. And because he has the break glass application installed on there, he's able to pull up all of his medical information, and he knows just how to best take care of the person. He's able to access his medical history, his emergency contact information, any allergies he may have, any medications he may be taking, pretty much his entire medical file. And he'll know how to treat him. He can call the paramedics. He knows just what to tell them, and he can help nurse him back to health. So this person has already gone online and registered all of his medical information. So let's turn both phones on and let's see how it looks. So here's the doctor's phone, here's the patient's phone. Now if you notice on the patient phone, right there on the lock screen, you see the break glass logo and this QR code. And that makes it really easy and convenient for the doctor to just scan that code, and when he scans that code, all of his medical information will pop up on this phone, and he now knows just how to best take care of the person. As a patient, when you download the break glass application, there's a feature that asks if you want to save this code to your camera roll. And once it's saved to your camera roll, you can then save it to your lock screen or your home screen, or even your profile photo if you want to. So we'll look at that feature in just a second. First, I'm going to log into my break glass account as a doctor, and I'm going to help this person who just got knocked unconscious. So let's turn on the phone and let's log in. Alright, and there's the break glass application there, so tap on that. Now I've already got my login information already stored in there, so I'm going to just hit login. Now, the first thing break glass is going to do is verify that I am who I claim to be, and it's going to verify that I'm an actual certified medical provider or a doctor who's already in the system. And if I'm not a certified doctor, and if my identity doesn't check out, I won't be able to get inside. This is to protect the patient, to make sure that his medical records can only be accessed by a certified medical professional that's been verified in the system. If they don't verify me, I cannot get access to the patient's medical information. So it verifies me using something called biometric technology, and what that does is it's going to look at things like my facial recognition or voice recognition, things that cannot be duplicated, things that can only be done by me. So it's maximum protection, maximum security to make sure that this person's medical information only is seen by a certified medical professional. So we'll hit verify biometrics. So it's going to verify my voice. It wants me to read this phrase. It's going to listen to my voice, and if my voice is a match with what they have on file, it'll know that I'm me and I'm a certified doctor or medical provider, and it'll let me get inside break glass, and it'll let me access the patient's medical information. So let's hit start recording. My identity is secure because my voice is my passport. Verify me. Okay, so we're inside the break glass application. I actually haven't set up my profile picture yet, so it's asking me if I want to do that. I'll do that later. So the first thing it wants to know is it wants me to look for a patient. So I do happen to have a patient. This person has been knocked unconscious, so I need to access his medical information. So I'm going to choose find a patient. Now there's a few ways I can find a patient. I can either look him up by last name, for put his first and last name in along with his date of birth. Now, if I know that information, great. But if the person is knocked unconscious, I might not know that. So the next option is to either scan a QR code, or I can actually scan his driver's license if it's available. So let's do the QR code so you can see what that looks like. That was the code that we saw on the lock screen of that phone. So we're going to choose scan QR code. So there's the scan screen. Now we'll turn on the patient's phone. The QR code is right there. All we have to do is scan that. Alright. Let's try it again. Scan QR code. There's the QR code. We scan that. It reads it. And there we go. All the patient's information is right there. There's the patient's name, his date of birth, how old he is. It's asking what happened. Was this chest trauma, head trauma, a heart attack? Did something else happen? He hit his head, so I'm going to say head trauma. And it's now going to bring up all his medical information, medications he's taking, his medical history. If I swipe over here, I can access all of his medical information. His name, date of birth, his gender, his mailing address, his employer, his insurance carrier. Oh, this is interesting. It says here he has diabetes. That's good to know. He's taking medication for it. He's taking asthma medication, Ventolin and Maxir. That's really important information. He's taking diabetes medication, Avandia, so we have to make sure, or the paramedics have to make sure not to give him anything that would conflict with any of these. He takes eye drops, he takes Motrin on occasion. So here's all of his medical information. There's his mailing address, emergency contact information, his email address, who to contact in case of emergency. So I've got all of his medical information here, so I now know how to, not only how to best treat him, but who to contact, and I can now relay all of this to the paramedics. Little other feature here, if we need to change our account profile, we can. I actually haven't done that yet, but just something to know when you're registering. So that's Break Glass, and that's using it as a doctor. Now we'll take a look at what it looks like for the patient. Not much difference. It's pretty similar. I just wanted to show the QR code feature. So I'm logging in as a patient here. My information's already in there, so I'm going to just hit login. And remember, I've already registered all of my medical information here, so I'm just going to see the same information I've already registered. When I first log in, it's going to ask me for a passcode. Now, when I hit send passcode, it's going to send that to my phone, and when I get that code, I just enter the code here. Now, just for best interest of time, I'm going to just make up a code. That's going to be incorrect, but it doesn't matter, because if I enter the wrong code, it has some other ways I can verify myself. When I registered online, it asked me a couple of security questions. So as long as I can answer those security questions, I can still get inside. So it's my high school mascot. That is actually a dolphin. And my childhood best friend, his last name is... And the college mascot. It's an Aztec. Go Aztecs. So now that I've answered those, it's going to let me inside, and pretty much the same information here. Instead of find patient, it's got a mock treat me screen. When I click on that, it brings up the same thing that the doctor would have seen. Chest trauma, head trauma, heart attack. Just for demonstration purposes, I'll just say head trauma. And same information here, all of my medical information. Again, I already registered all of this online, so it's got all of my information, my mailing address, my employer, my medical insurance, emergency contact information, my blood type. So the same information that the doctor is able to access is the same information that I see here. Going to settings, here is the QR code feature that we saw at the very beginning. When I hit set QR code lookup, here's where it asks if I want to save a copy of the QR code to my camera roll. And when I hit save, there you go. Break Glass has saved a QR code to my camera roll, and once it's saved there, I can now save it to my lock screen, my home screen, wherever I want to save it. So that is Break Glass in a nutshell, both from a doctor's perspective and from the patient's perspective. Download the application. You never know when an accident may happen. It could save your life. Thanks for watching.